Hey, what's up? This is Matt Dietz, and this is Agency Launch. This is the show where I tell you what it's like to run an insurance agency. So we talk about sales and marketing, and staffing and retention, and everything that I've learned in 19 years of running an agency. Hey, I got something free for you today. Hey, are you getting yelled at by your clients a little bit more than you're used to? Like, we're in a pretty heavy rate cycle, right? Where we're taking a lot of rates. So I'm going to give you a letter that you can email to your clients. It's one that I've written myself. It's one that I'm using in my agency, and it's getting a really nice response from my clients. This letter shows why they bought from you. So do me a favor and send me a text, 208-213-8809, and write the word email, and I will send you a link to this letter. All right, there you go. On with the show. All right, I got something for you today. I got another feather to put in your cap. I got another tool to put in your toolbox. I wanted to introduce you to Brightco. Brightco is an online jewelry insurance carrier, and they are making your life easier and your customers' lives easier. How? Well, quoting is super easy. You can do a quote in like 2 minutes by answering 6 questions. All their policies are backed by an AM Best A+ rated insurance carrier. Renewals are automatic. Claims will not be reported on a Clue report. That is huge. Their plans offer $0 deductibles. They have 125% replacement cost value. They cover mysterious disappearance. It's everything you want in your jewelry coverage. So do me a favor. If you want to get appointed or check them out, go to bright.co/Matt Dietz. That's bright.co/MATTDIETZ and get in. Hey, what's up? All right. I wanted to talk to you today about trying to muscle through some of these renewals that you're probably getting. If you've got a book of business and you've got homeowners policies that are renewing at increases that are uncomfortable for your clients, and for you. I know here in my state of Idaho, we're catching 40 to 50% increases on homes. That is very different than what we're used to in the state. This is the second year in a row we've caught increases like that. And so what can you do? What can you do? You can't go in and lower it that much. So I'll tell you what I'm doing right now. Okay. So in the beginning of this, in the intro, I encouraged you to text me and get my letter. So right now I'm sending out a letter. I'm actually doing it manually because I want these to hit the right mailbox. I'm sending out 20 a week. It takes me 10, 15 minutes to do. I cut and paste and put it together. I put in some personal notes. If I've got a relationship with them, I'm like, hey, what's up, you guys? And I send out this email that I've crafted. I've gone back and forth on this for years. Like, do you bring this to your homeowner's attention? Do you tell them that it's going up 50%? Because a lot of these are gonna renew automatically, and they're gonna be paid by the mortgage, and your clients won't know until, and I think the right thing to do right now is to try and get in front of it. Okay. So I'm piloting this program. I've sent out about 100 of these, and so far it's going pretty well. And the thing I like about it most is that I give them options. So in the beginning, I'm like, hey, look, well, you'll get the email, but it says, do you want me to audit your policy for you? Or do you want to schedule a review? Or are you good to go? And then I lay in a wealth of information on why this is all happening. So I've had 5 people say, hey, audit. And then when there's an audit, I will go and I'll look at the policy and I do a number of things. And really, the thing that you can do is raise their deductible, right? And so I record a video, a BombBomb video, and I go through their policies and I say a few things. I say, 1, hey, thank you for responding. I've looked at your policy. Here are a couple things. 1, when we first started insuring your house, we insured it for $322,000. 6 years ago or something like that. Right now, we're insuring it for $612,000, twice as much as it was 6 years ago. So you got to prime the pump that way. Let them know that you're actually giving them twice as much insurance as when they started with you. That should help them understand a little bit of why did my insurance double? I'm giving you twice as much insurance. I'm just throwing every little thing at them that I think makes sense. After that, I say, look, there are a few ways that we can look at this. One, the easiest thing to do is to raise your deductible. I have a lot of lower deductibles in my book. Okay, because insurance in Idaho was cheap for a long, long time. We wrote $500 deductibles for a decade. So I got a lot of those on the books. So I'm like, hey, look, and I just walk them through a quick scenario. I say, look, if you have a water line that broke on your dishwasher and you wake up and there's a big puddle in your kitchen in the morning, you have to have someone come in and dry it out and play with, replace some drywall and all that stuff. And it's $4,500. Are you going to file that claim? Because if you're not, if the answer is no, you should carry a $5,000 deductible. The higher your deductible, the lower your premium is. If you carried a $5,000 deductible, it's going to save you, and then you have these numbers ready, right? It'll save you, $392 a year. That's one way we can do it. If you don't want to take in that much risk, here's what $2,500 deductible would be. It'll save you $192 or whatever. Okay, so that's what I do for them there. There's only so much you can do, and that has worked pretty well. Okay, that might take a 40% increase down to a 22% decrease. Okay, if they take the $5,000 deductible, then I go into the autos. Okay, I do the same thing with the autos. I say, hey, look, obviously if they have autos with me, which most of them do, I say, hey, look, same question. If you back into a post, in your car and the damage is $900, are you going to file a claim? If they carry a $500 deductibles, I'm going to try and get them to $1,000. Okay. So if I take you to $1,000 deductible, that's going to save you another $139 a year or something like that. And then I look at how they pay. A lot of people are paying monthly. If you pay in full, I'm going to save you another 5%. I did this today for a client and I was able to send out a video and I led with, look, I've taken a look at your policies. I have some suggestions for you. If you take my suggestions, it's going to save you $687 a year. They had 3 cars. And if they pay in full, because it's a 5% discount, if they pay, just look for any discount they're not getting. Okay. Pay in full. Maybe they're not paperless. Raise their deductibles. You could even say, look, you're not getting all your discounts. I don't have your life insurance. That can be a pivot towards that too. And then you can look at raising the deductible in the house. This is going over well enough for me to continue to do it. Okay. People are responding. I've gotten some thank yous. I think it's better right now for me to reach out to my clients and let them know that this is coming. A lot of the clients will expect that from me, and I'm happy to do that for them. I've lost some policies in the past by not getting in front of large increases. They'd be like, Matt, I'm canceling my policies. This went up. Nobody told me why, and I'm out. So I'm trying to be better. Okay, that way. So that's what I'm doing. So do me a favor and send me a text, 208-213-8809 and just write the word email. And, I'll send you the letter and you can copy and paste, do what you want. If you want to set it up in automation, by all means, go ahead and do that and, fire a bunch of those out. I wouldn't send it out to your entire book at once. That might flood you with some work that you're not ready to handle. But, that's what I'm doing right now. This is tough. And we're taking another increase in next month. So this is the work that we have to be doing right now. All right. It's not necessarily fun. It's not sexy. It's mandatory though. Okay. The other thing I'll tell you is that if you offer a client a review, it's almost as good as giving the review itself. Okay. So they appreciate that you are reaching out to them as their agent. Okay. That is almost as important as getting in front of them in person. That's what the data shows. Okay. From a customer service standpoint, from a customer appreciation standpoint, if you reach out to them and ask them, it's almost as good. Okay. So when I learned that years ago, I was like, well, hell, because the thing is, I sent out 100 of these. You know how many reviews I've done? 3. Okay. 3. So, and I've sent out like 5 audits. I'm about 10%, but the other 90%, I'm hoping, I'm like, all right, that's cool, Matt, thanks. But they're not responding to me. Okay. They might be reading it. They might get some understanding. And I know that there's a percentage of those 90 that are taking that information in and they're thankful that they got it. They're just not telling me thank you. There's got to be, right? Out of 90. So that's the way I see it. I think it's a good use of 15 minutes a week. Okay. So there you go. That's what I got for you today. My name is Matt. This is Agency Launch. You can find me all over the place. I'm on LinkedIn. I am very active on LinkedIn. I am on X. And actually, I'm not on X. I keep saying that. I'm on Threads now. Threads and what's the other one? Instagram. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm on Threads and Instagram at Dietz Agency. Look me up. Send me a text, 208-213-8809. And also don't forget to check out my master course if you want some real help with your agency and you want someone to be with you on this journey for a period of time to help you avoid landmines, to help you make right decisions, to help concentrate your work in the right areas. Go to agencylaunch.net, look me up, let's connect, and we'll go from there. Thanks for listening. Keep up the good work.